According to our Quant cost forecast, the price of Quant will pass the 225 mark by the end of 2023, which is critical. According to our Quant crypto cost forecast for 2025, the fate of Quant crypto is bright, and it may cross the 400 mark in 2025. Our QMT cost forecast for 2030 shows that the coin might cause a ruckus around town value level of 950. Currently, Quant's cost is exchanging around 116, which is nearly 15 up from the previous week. Beyond 24 hours, Quant has worked out how to obtain 2 despite the fact that Quant has the capacity to rise and could usually cause a ruckus around town mark by 2025. If you are looking for Quant organization cost expectation, our top-to-bottom evaluation implies to react to your concerns. For example, typically is a toy speculation will Quant coin achieve $1,000 before we begin with point-by-point examination. We should go into the coin's outline to estimate the cost. Quantitative Organization Assurance with no trade-offs Distributed Record Innovation DLT surpasses the limitations of blockchain by providing answers to unresolved questions, enabling secure and realistic resource trading, and providing interoperability between frameworks and organizations. DLT assists enterprises, government administrations, and individuals all around the world by driving value, establishing new company sectors, and boosting effectiveness. Gilbert Verdian followed Quant in 2015. Adding to enabling and facilitating people's lives, or so they thought. DLT The beginning of Quant addresses adaptability issues, guaranteeing quicker and more reasonable exchanges. Not at all like blockchain, Quant takes out excess expenses and empowers quicker exchanges. It offers a decentralized agreement, making clients bosses of approval. Quant as blockchain doesn't require delegates. The current cost of Quant is around 116, and our data shows that the Quant crypto has been on the rise as indicated by our Quant estimate. The future cost of Quant is anticipated at $283 following a year, which is very large. According to the Quant cost expectation, the cost of Quant is expected to cross the degree of 198.57 before the year is over. Quant is expected to arrive at any rate expense of 96.46. Additionally, the Quant cost fundamentally is equipped for getting, despite the fact that it is difficult to predict the value activity of Quant organization. The coin reflects potential and contrasted with Bitcoin, Ethereum and so on. It shows some opposition by virtue of instability, which is the innate trait of Quant figure. Thus any kind of outlandish value expectation would be in every way that really matters. Furthermore, the early highlights of Quant include its ease of storage and other DLT-driven natural benefits. One can comprehend that Quant would generally be significant to the mechanical progression of record databases for adaptability and capacity. Additionally, keeping in mind how Quant shares the rationale and data set of various gadgets that in general run, it makes the exchanges more dependable and effective, which could drive Quant's adaptability rate and increment its valuation in the upcoming a long time. According to our Quant token cost forecast, which is very large. In light of our Quant coin cost forecast 2023, it is anticipated that the Quant digital currency will achieve a base cost of 100, which is extremely significant, as well as a maximum cost of 225 while maintaining a typical exchanging cost of around 170 in 2023. Quant value expectation 2024. The crypto coin value projections of many specialists do not prevent Quant from defeating its opponents by any and all ways. Based on our analysis of Quant cost forecast 2024, it is projected that the Quant crypto can possibly arrive at a really low cost of 210, with a high cost of 315. While the typical exchanging value sort of is expected to drift around $258 all through 2024. Quant coin value expectation 2026 out of 2025. The Quant crypto is expected to experience huge development as it gains respect in various business areas. Based on our Quant crypto cost expectation 2025, it is fundamentally anticipated that the cost of Quant might arrive at a pinnacle of 450 with a typical worth around 410. Notwithstanding, it is likewise absolutely workable for Quant to encounter a base cost of 370, or so they thought. Quant coin value expectation 2026 as Indie Quant token value expectation 2027. Our Quant cost forecast for 2027 suggests that Quant crypto could arrive at a highest cost of 610 with a typical cost drift around 540 in an every practical sense significant way. It is certainly significant that Quant could encounter a base cost of 497 amid 2027 Quant cost forecasts 2028. By 2028, the reception of Quant, in particular, is expected to continue its vertical direction, with controllers gradually recognizing the long-term viability of the crypto business. During 2028, the Quant crypto may hit a peak cost of 698 in a real sense, followed by a base cost of 580. Contrary to popular belief. Overall, the cost of Quant in 2028 is projected to be around 647. According to our own cost forecast for 2028 Quant figure 2029 estimated for 2029 the Quant crypto might arrive at a purchase and big highest cost of $800 with a 10 typical cost of 744 according to our Quant cost expectation 2029 based on our Quant estimate the base cost is projected to in every practical way. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are getting ready for more gains as stocks try to add to their recent gains. Several macro factors drove the recent rise in a number of asset classes, but experts disagree about how long the current bullish trend will last. Many people have been waiting for a long-awaited slowdown and a return of the 2022 bear market, but neither has happened so far in 2023. In fact, most assets have found buyers, and on July 12, the Nasdaq hit a 52-week high. How is this possible? Will the rise go on? Michael Burry, who wrote The Big Short, said in January that the U.S. could be in a recession by the end of 2023 if the Consumer Price Index, CPI, went down and the Federal Reserve cut interest rates. The CPI came in much lower than expected last week, which helped the recent rise even more. He thought this would cause another rise in prices. In a newsletter that came out this month, independent macro and crypto analyst Lynn Alden talked about the subject. In the study, Alden looks at inflation by comparing it to the 1940s and the 1970s, two times that were similar but different. From this, she comes to the conclusion that the U.S. economy is likely to stop growing or go into a mild decline while inflation stays at some level. This could mean that the markets will keep going up until there is a real slump. The Fed's fight against inflation goes on. Alden thinks that fast bank lending and big monetized fiscal deficits, which are the main differences between the two times, are the real causes of inflation. The first one happened in the 1970s.